Hi guys, I have another sketch with me video, and this is a shorter one just because lately I've been doing live streams and the last two I've had have been about 2 hours long, so I figured we can do a shorter video. And I do have a link down to the Pinterest board with both reference images that I used. So if you want to use them for yourself or just see who was responsible for them, to give credit where credit is due, then you can also use that link. So I don't know why I picked this particular subject. It was just something I wanted to draw. I don't know. I was having trouble kind of figuring what I want to draw at all in my sketchbook. I've been having a lot of trouble with that lately, just because, I don't know, my sketchbook, I just have an easier time when either I have a reference that I want to draw from, or if I want to do a draw this in your style, for example, like that's easier for me to do. I'm difficult. I have a difficult time coming up with original ideas, but I kind of want to change that in the future, because for me, whenever I come up with original ideas, I automatically want them to become a finished piece instead of just a sketch, if that makes sense. But it also kind of doesn't make sense, because the whole point of a sketchbook is to experiment and to get those rough ideas down on paper. I think it's partially because they aren't rough ideas for me. Usually, if I have an original idea, I've been stewing on it for a while. I just think that it's what I want to do. So it's hard for me to, I guess, sketch them out, especially traditionally, because digitally I just have an easier time because I can use the liquify tool, I can lasso things and move them around. So I guess that's why it's been difficult for me to do anything besides like studies or drawing from a reference photo with no originality to it. I would never sell these drawings because there isn't an original idea there. I didn't modify anything on purpose per se, unless I was like modifying a line or kind of just realizing, oh, I didn't draw this 100%, so I have to, I guess, adjust based on a mistake I made somewhere else so that it still kind of resembles the original reference photo. So for me, it's hard for me to, I guess, sell, you can't sell prints of something that is not your original idea. The only thing I'd maybe see these being sold for is if I ever did PDFs of my sketchbooks. I might do that in the future. So that's the only case where, I might be making some money from these, but they will never be prints or anything like that. But I did end up doing goldfish for this sketchbook. So I hope you like goldfish, because that's basically all I'm drawing in this video. But it did take me more than an hour to complete this, and somehow I edited it down to 20 minutes, and well, less than 20 minutes. So another thing I'm trying to do is incorporate different angles when I'm filming. So every once in a while I'll change where my camera is filming from, and I'm still using my iPhone as my camera. I just find it easier. Most of my equipment is for the iPhone, or like for smartphone cameras. I have like what do they call it? A canvas lamp, the one that has the arm and has a ring light at the top, and you can put your phone on top to kind of do a overhead shot. And because of that, I just find it easier. I don't know. Same thing, I have a mini tripod that I can put on my desk and do a different angle with, and it's made for smartphones. So I have to like kind of figure out how I can get around that, because I really need to maybe have two cameras at the same time going, instead of having to constantly like move my phone around to get different angles. But yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. I also don't know how that will work with live streaming, because right now I have OBS for my iPhone And that's how I get the overhead image when I'm drawing to the live stream, because I wouldn't know how to connect my camera to that, especially since my camera is a bit old. It's an HD camera, a camcorder that my father had, and he was generous enough to allow me to use it. And I really just don't have, I guess, the money right now to buy a camera that might be newer or have some sort of feature that I don't know about that it can connect to my computer somehow. So there's that. But it's all research I guess I have to do and figure out for myself. I'm sure there's a way to have a camcorder connect to your computer as a streaming device, but I'm not sure where to look for that. So if you guys have any tips or knowledge that you could share with me, I would really appreciate that. Another thing I would appreciate is if you could give this video a like. It helps the channel out. It also helps the video out by putting it in front of other people's eyes. The more likes a video has, the more likely YouTube is to recommend it to other people. So it's good for us in a sense. We'll be getting more people into our community. I would eventually, I have big plans for this community. It's just because it's kind of small at the moment. I don't know how well some of them will work, because as much as I am grateful to you all, it's hard. Sometimes, either people are shy or you don't see my stuff or whatever the reason may be. I get it. I don't always participate all the time with everyone I'm following, but I think there's only probably about 10 of you that get involved when it comes to polls or anything like that, like feedback kind of stuff. So if I was to have a Discord channel, for example, I don't know how many people would actually take the time to, chat with me on it, I guess. And same thing if I hosted any contests or that sort of thing. So it's kind of hard for me to, I guess, estimate when a good time is to do certain things. Right now with my live streams, so far in the last 2 live streams I've hosted, I've had at least one person talk to me and while I'm in the chat while I'm drawing, and thank God for that, because I don't know how I would be talking. But yeah, I went on a tangent there. Sorry about that. Getting back to making this an active community with people in it that want to meet other artists, want to network with other artists, want to just have a sense of community, because I definitely feel like that's something I'm missing in my life, and I think it's something we all kind of take for granted, that sense of you're not alone, there's more people around you going through similar things but maybe have a unique perspective to it because they're not you, they're a different person. So a way to do that is to subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that little bell because it'll tell you every time a video comes out. It'll also tell you when there's a live stream scheduled. So if you want to join me on Wednesday nights from 7 to 9, sometimes it goes a little over, but that's a great way to find out. So I highly recommend it. But for those of you that are already subscribed, that are also even just viewing my videos, I love you guys. I appreciate it. And a huge thanks to all of you that actually try to communicate with me, I guess. Because I really appreciate it. I'm on this end of the screen making decisions for you guys that I want you to have some say in. So that's why I do all the polls on my community tab. That's why I want to host more live streams, and I encourage you guys to comment on my videos so then I can talk to you if you have any questions, or even if you have any advice. That's always helpful, not only to me but to anyone viewing the video. And I realize I've been talking for a bit about that, but I just think it's important, and I'm realizing just how important it is, because we all need people, unfortunately, but I guess unfortunately to us introverts, which I consider myself an introverted extrovert, which basically at my heart, I want people in my life. I want to be around people, but I also just love my alone time. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. I don't consider myself, though, an extroverted introvert, because at my core, I'm not an introvert. You know what I'm saying? So like, I guess that's just I don't know, food for thought. I know that's kind of a weird tangent to go on. I really just meant to ask you guys to, interact with this video in some way. But in the end, I ended up telling you that we all need to build a community together because we all need each other, especially with, I guess, how the world is right now. I don't know. Things are just, I guess, the best way to describe it would be wacky. So, I don't really know where this voiceover is going. I didn't script it, and it kind of just went off the rails, but sometimes I think that's okay. I'm okay with it. Occasionally I do like to script voiceovers, but sometimes I just feel like, I don't know, pressing the button and just saying whatever comes to mind. And it's a Saturday night. I'm recording this voiceover and I'm just in a weird mood. I don't know, but yeah, I just think bottom line, having people in your life, even if they're through a computer screen, is important. I'm still trying to find my physical art community here. It's not easy when you're, as I said, an extroverted oh my god, I'm getting all messed up now. Okay, so an introverted extrovert, that's what I need. Yeah, because I crave, I crave communication, I crave companionship, but I just also like my alone time. And with all the things I'm doing, it's hard to make the kind of commitment that people need, I guess, even just with friendships, although I'm trying to be better about that because, as I said, I've been in Florida for over a year now, and I have not gone out to try to make friends, which is not good because I think at least for the foreseeable future I will be here. So yeah, and I'm not, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to go out so much. Some of us are more introverted than others, and that's okay. You just do what you're comfortable with. I'm not trying to say that your way of life is not good or anything like that, but yeah, I guess that's what I need to say in this video. But that's just what I don't know. So, kind of segueing onto a different topic, I want to talk a little bit about the live streams because honestly, I'm enjoying them probably more than I enjoy filming videos. Just because there's a couple reasons. For one thing, I don't have to edit a live stream. And when you work a full 9-to-5 job, and then have other responsibilities, it's nice to just kind of not have to edit, I guess, 2 videos a week if I wanted to post on Wednesday and Sunday. But yeah, I just think live streams work better for me in that sense. I also enjoy the social aspect of it because, as I said, the last 2 live streams I've hosted, I've had at least one person hang out with me for a little bit, and I got to talk with them, and it gives me, I guess, something to speak to, because when I'm recording this, when I'm sitting here talking, it's just, I know I'm talking to you, but it's in the future, so I have no way of playing off what you're saying or, knowing what you want to know or talk about. So I like that aspect. But yeah, I'll be hosting them every Wednesday for the foreseeable future. I will also be hosting a live stream on my birthday, which is April 28th. So if you guys want to join for that, I haven't really decided on what is going to make it different or special other than the fact that I'll be hosting it during the morning of April 28th. I took the day off for my birthday, so I can. And so I'll probably be on for about 2 hours. And I'm just hoping, I know it's a Friday morning, so I don't know how many of you are available, but that's my birthday, so I figured I'd do one. Could be fun. And I like, talking while I'm drawing, so I think for me it's like a perfect solution. I don't know if it's not really a problem I'm solving, but a nice method of getting content out there. So I hope you guys like them too. I think in the future I want to host more. I think once in a while I might do an extra one a week if I'm feeling up to it. But my last one I filled a whole sketchbook spread, so it also keeps me kind of accountable with finishing my sketchbook, and it gets me drawing at least once a week for 2 hours. So, those are the benefits. And I would highly recommend them to any small creator, even if you don't have a large following. You know, you once in a while you get that one person that hops on and is just like, oh, I want to talk, and it's fun. So I highly recommend. And we are actually getting very close to the end of this video, so I just want to thank you all for watching. It's a shorter one, but I think we were all due for one. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your week. Also, happy Easter if you are Orthodox. And I'll see you Wednesday for the live stream, 7 to 9.